grab a snack or a drink, hot or cold, and welcome back to the library. Hi, hello, welcome back. It is now officially 2025, which is a little bit of a weird experience, I can't lie. So today, I'm recording this on the 6th, so it'll probably be out in about a week or two. No, a week and a bit. But yeah, also welcome back to the camera quality of my laptop, because yeah, we're back to the laptop because I at least use my phone. I know, last video was a vlog, which was a new experience for me. I haven't done a vlog before, like a proper one. Actually, that's a lie. I still have a vlog from like July that I have never edited. I will get to that one day. I will edit it. I have loads of clips from July when I went from a week where I went to a summer school at Oxford, and I just never edited it because I got lazy. We will get to that. I will edit that vlog one day. It will get uploaded one day. But yeah, so I did a vlog. It was weird. Obviously, with the way that I edit videos, I do very, very little editing. So it was obviously very unedited. It was a lot of just clips. It was also over an hour long. It was one day. It was over an hour long. I don't understand how people do a vlog and it's 7 minutes, because what's in your vlog then? Because like there was an entire 20-minute clip of me yapping in my kitchen. Like, what do you mean your vlog is 7 minutes? I spent 7 minutes like doing nothing and yapping to the camera. But yeah, so that was fun. So this is the first sit down actual chat video I've done in like 2 months, because I had the vlog last episode or last video, then before that it was Sims videos, the two Sims videos I made, which was fun. It was interesting to do something slightly different, but yeah, I want to yap today. So we're going back to yapping. Obviously, like, mainly talking about what are our goals, what are we doing in this new year. Obviously, can you tell by the state of my bedroom that my New Year's goal is not to clean? That's a lie. My bedroom floor was cleaner than it has been in months. Basically, I cleaned and rearranged my bedroom in the summer. So I was sick and tired of the way my bedroom was, and I thought that the way it was laid out wasn't right for the room, and I hated it so much. So then I rearranged it to the way it is now. Before, like, my desk was in the corner over there and I couldn't get to it. My bed was here, and then it cut off the area by my window, so I couldn't like get to the window. It was a bit of a mess. And then I rearranged, I cleaned, I tidied, and I got maybe 80-85% of the way through. And the only thing I have left is, so I have a cabinet over in that area that I want to remove, but that is things that need other people to deal with. And then I had a pile of stuff in that area by my bookshelf that I had to redo, and I still have piles of books on my landing that I need to sort through and like find somewhere to put. But I was 85% of the way through, most of it's finished, and then I had to go back to school, and everything kind of went to shit then. But my niece stayed just after New Year's, because it was just after her birthday, so it was like, oh yes, come stay with us. We took her out for a couple of days. She stayed for 2 nights, but she doesn't sleep like everyone in my family. We don't know how to sleep. I did not sleep properly as a child. She does not sleep. So it was like, okay, finding somewhere for her to sleep where she will actually sleep, and it was like, okay, so she might have to be up here with me if she won't sleep in the spare room. So I was like, I probably clean my floor a little bit. Mainly resolved in putting lots of piles of clothes just outside my door that I need to deal with. But like my floor, I cleaned it. It now has some more clothes on it, which I need to deal with. But yeah, my room is looking not too bad. I sorted through my little drawers here where I have like my makeup and stuff. But But yeah, oh, I also got a new bed frame a little while ago. Basically, I kind of hated my old bed frame. I thought it was ugly. I just did. I didn't really like it, and I wanted to get a new one. And that was the thing that I said in the summer, is I'd like to get a new bed frame. Also because my mum was gonna need to buy a bed frame anyway, because we're trying to renovate the other room in the house to be a proper like spare bedroom with a double bed in it. So she was like, oh well, I was gonna have to go to IKEA and buy a new bed anyway. So I was like, oh, can I get a new bed, and then my bed we use as the spare room bed? She's like, yeah. But then my mum's friend was renovating her house and she was getting rid of this bed, so I got it for free, which was great. It's interesting. It only has a headboard. It's just like slats. It's meant to be like a Japanese futon style bed, so it's really low, which is quite nice. And it means that I'm also, where I've moved my bed, I'm under the radiator, which is so nice, because my radiator didn't work for a few years, and then it started working again this winter, which is so nice because it gets freezing in this house, because it's an old house, and in British winter when it's 2 degrees outside. Yeah. Also, it snowed the other day. So today is Monday. Saturday night it snowed in the UK. Wild. Also, it snowed even in London to the point where it settled. Didn't last very long. Most of it was gone by the morning because it then rained all day. But when I went to work yesterday, on my way to work, there were like areas where there was still snow. It was so fun. But yeah, I didn't get to go out in it because it snowed at like 11 o'clock at night and I was in bed, tucked up, trying to sleep. But yeah, it snowed, which was really fun. It was a fun experience. But yeah, I still need to finish cleaning my bedroom at some point. We'll get to that. I'm just so busy all of the time at the moment. So I don't really have the time to like go and clean my bedroom. But yeah, I think my main thing is I need to hang all of my clothes back up. Yeah. Oh, also, so as I was saying, as my niece came up for 2 nights, which was a really fun experience. And so first of all, I took her to Forbidden Planet, which is a shop. They have them, I think they are international, but Forbidden Planet is like a comic book, movie, TV, like, shop. So they sell, like, figures from TV and movie and anime, and they sell, like, comics and manga and that sort of thing. And there's one in London, which is, like, the Superstore, and it's, like, two floors, like, full. It's always packed in there. So I was like, okay, I will take her into this, because it's a fun experience to just go, because they have, like, cabinets just full of, like, really expensive figures and, like, really cool things. So it's a cool place to go as a kid. My dad used to take me in there when I was a kid all the time. And I was like, I needed to go pick up a comic. So I was like, okay, because my mum brought her up on the train, so I was like, okay, I'll come meet you, we can go to Forbidden Planet and we can have a look around. So I took her to Forbidden Planet, which was fun. It's always fun to go and, like, have a look around and see things. And she kept pointing out things that had, like, poison ivy and Harley Quinn in it. She's like, yes, very excited. But then we were checking out, and we're paying, and there's a t-shirt on the display behind, like, the counter. There is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy in a little heart being girlfriends. And I think Ivy was, like, kissing Holly on the cheek or something. My niece goes, oh, who's that with? Poison Ivy. And I went, oh, it's Harley Quinn. And I'm like, oh, are they best friends? She's 8. So she was like, oh, are they best friends? And I'm like, yeah, they're best friends. And then I look up at the person who's, like, checking us out, and we, like, make eye contact, we kind of laugh with each other, and she goes, yeah, best friends. Which was really fun. It was quite a fun experience. Kind of made my day. I was like, yeah, funny. But yeah, and then what else did we do? We went to the Natural History Museum. I haven't been there in years. I'm still sad that they don't have Dippy the Diplodocus in there anymore, but it was still quite fun. We got to go around lots of places. Also, so the Natural History Museum, like, when you're a kid, is known for, like, they have this animatronic T-Rex. It's like a supposedly life-size animatronic of a T-Rex. And it used to be that it was in this room that was, like, blackout, really dark, and it was really, really creepy, and then you'd have to walk through the T-Rex to get right to the rest of the thing. And kids would always scream and cry in there, and it was a whole thing. it's not like that anymore. Number one, it's not a blackout room anymore. They put too many lights in it. Number two, for Christmas, they dressed this animatronic dinosaur up in a Christmas jumper and a Santa hat. And they've changed the exhibition so that he's no longer scary. They made him child-friendly, which defeated the purpose, because the point was he was scary and it was fun. But yeah, so we went to see all the dinosaurs, went and looked at the earthquake bit. They have a earthquake simulator upstairs, which was quite fun. I got to spurt random facts about earthquakes and volcanoes to my family, which was fun. I counted that as doing geography revision. I got to look at all the bones and all the stuffed animals, like stuffed animals as in taxidermy stuffed animals, which was really fun. And then we also went to the V&A where they had an exhibition on like costuming, which was really interesting and fun to look at. So yeah, we did that, and then then we came home. Yeah, it was fun. And then her and my mum she went home on Saturday, so my mum took her out on Saturday to the Museum of the Home, which is a really cool museum in London. The Museum of the Home, a lot of people don't know it. It's formerly known as the Jeffrey Museum. It's now known as the Museum of the Home. Yeah, no, so Jeffrey was not a good guy. But yeah, it's a really interesting museum, and they have like, it's a bit like walking through an IKEA showroom, except each showroom is a different era. And my mum sent a picture of my niece playing, and you can play like The Sims, like the OG Sims, on a computer in this like 2004 themed room, which I thought was quite cool. Because my mum sent a picture, she's like, this is exactly what your older sister's room used to look like. Yeah. But then on Saturday, I was not there, because I had to go meet my dad. And I went to go and see Matthew Vaughan's Swan Lake. I have I not lean like this, but I have the programme. It was really fun. It was really good. We had some quite dodgy seats. We were kind of up on like the second balcony, right at the side on like bar stools. So we had some dodgy seats, but it was still really fun to get to see. Because this is like, Matthew Vaughan's Swan Lake is iconic, and this is a remastered version, so it's the next generation. So it's modernised, but the main point of Matthew Vaughan's Swan Lake is that all of the swans are male ballet performers, ballet dancers. I don't know what you call them, a male ballerina. I don't know, but all the swans are men, which is really interesting. It's like a interesting take on it. But it was really good because it's all modernised. So yeah, there's like bits about like them being in a nightclub, and like, yeah, it was really, really fun to watch as a performance. Yeah. So I did that. I also went to Cass Art. I spent £10 in Cass Art, which I love Cass Art. I haven't been in that one in years. I used to live in that area that I was in, so it was a Cass Art that I used to go to as a child. So it was fun to like go in there. I was hoping that my dad would meet me in there and then he'd offer to pay for my things, but he didn't. But I spent £10. I bought these. These are, they're from the kids section, because I couldn't afford. It was either I buy these on sale for £3.95, or I got 2 individual pencils that were £2.25 each. But they're 12 black skin tone pencils. Yeah, just because I feel like I wanted more skin tone pencils. Because I had like one really like pink peachy tone, and I hated it. But I got these. I don't really know. I'm still figuring out how to use them, but they're quite nice. I was mainly going there for the sale stuff, but I got 2 more acrylic paint markers. These were £4.95 for 2, and they're a black and a white one. They were good. And then I had to get a pencil sharpener because I needed one that had a big pencil slot. But then they were like, oh, you can sign up with your email and you can get free stuff. So I did. So I got a free Tombow brush pen. It's a bit blue, and this is free. It's acrylic paint, but it's like squeezy acrylic paint. But yeah, Also, when my niece was here, I have convinced her to come to Comic-Con with me in May. So there's 2 Comic-Cons in London. There's one in October and one in May. I've historically always gone to the one in October because I think that's the older one. I don't know when they started doing the May one, but I think they only started the May one post-COVID. Correct me if I'm wrong, I have no idea. But I've always gone to the one in October, but I would also like to go to the May one. And I kind of convinced my niece to go with me. Number 1, because if you're like under the age of 11, you go free. Number 2, my mum doesn't want to come with me, and I don't have friends, so I'm gonna take my niece. But then that means that she was like, but then I now have to make her a costume, and so she wants to go as Harley Quinn. So I have like 4 months to make a Harley Quinn costume for an 8-year-old from scratch. We went looking through some of my like old clothes the other day. So I like some shorts she could wear, they're a bit big, and like a leather jacket that I could paint. But I think I need to go and get like some leggings, and we're going for like something based off of more Batman animated series rather than Suicide Squad. I think it would be weird to have an 8-year-old in a shirt that says Daddy's Little Monster. No, thanks. If I'm going for a kid's costume for Harley Quinn, we're going animated series, we're going black and red, maybe a jester hat, like, yeah. There was a costume that I found online that was like black and red tights or like leggings with some shorts and an interesting top, and then like a mask, and I think that's what we should do for her. So I have to make that from scratch in the next 5 months. I also have to make my costume from scratch in the next 5 months, and I'm debating going as Superboy and making my own Superboy outfit, and the biggest thing I would need to do that is a jacket. So I have quite a few old fake leather jackets, but I would need to paint one. So I need to do painting the Superman logo on the back, and then maybe studding it. I have some black glasses somewhere, and then I would need to find some sort of Superman suit to put underneath it. We'll see how it goes. That's my plan. So when I was in Casa, I was also looking at getting leather paint. They had some, and they had a set that was not too bad, but I did not buy it because I am broke at the moment. But yeah. What else did I do? Oh, so the other day I was sat and I was thinking, right, about, there's been a lot of joke on the internet about like women in male dominated areas, and I was thinking about it in the context of when I was watching Swan Lake, of like the swans in Swan Lake are usually played by women, and yet in the Matthew Bourne one they're played by men. And I was thinking about how all of these supposed like female dominated areas that you would think of as being like predominantly done by women are only like niche areas of a wider area that is dominated by men. So my thought of that was, so ballerinas, so typically your prima ballerina is a woman, right? But women only make up a small amount of dancers. You still have a lot, like dancing, there are still many areas of dancing that are male dominated, and that only makes up a small genre of like performance art. A lot of performance art is still male dominated. A lot of plays, a lot of theatre performances, plays, musicals are still male dominated. And so like this small area that you think of as being female dominated in a larger scale is still male dominated. Like actors, you have more male actors than you have female actresses, like that sort of thing is still a male dominated area in a way, where men are treated better as well. I was thinking about it, it's the same with something like teaching. So the majority of younger age teachers, so teachers who teach like primary school children, so young kids, or teaching like young children, or teaching in nurseries, they're predominantly women. Whereas as you get older, so like older, more specialist teachers, and things like academics it's a more male dominated area. Academia is still a male dominated area. And so this one area that you think of as being more female dominated is just a small area of a larger selection that is still male dominated. I was just thinking about that the other day. It's like, yeah. My brain is dead. But yeah, kind of been planning for 2025 has been interesting. So I am back at sixth form tomorrow. We have mocks starting tomorrow for the next like 3 weeks. So I have a biology mock tomorrow at midday. I'm not fully revised for it yet. Whoops. Then next Thursday I have a geography mock, and then the following Monday I have another geography mock, and then I have a photography mock. So yeah, my life is busy, packed and loaded. So yeah, so I've kind of been planning out, got my little planner to figure out what I'm doing. This was my to-do list that I wrote out last week of all of the, you can't really see it, my to-do list of all of the like work I have to do the next couple of weeks for my mocks. And then I've kind of set it out. Here's the list of things I need to do today. I need to finish this geography 20 marker. I have 2 biology lessons that I need to finish. I need to sort out my geography folder before I go back to school, and I need to do some more biology revision. And then tomorrow I have a free before I do my exams. I'm going to do some more revision in that. And then on Wednesday I have 2 frees in the morning, or 3 frees in the morning I think, to do, where I'm going to do work on some geography study sheets, and I'm going to start my proper geography revision on Friday, because that's when I next have like 3 periods. What else am I doing this week? I'm going to go see Nosferatu. I'm really excited. I have not seen the original Nosferatu, and I might watch it this week before I go see the new one. I'm going to go see it on Thursday. Should be fun. What else do I have to do? Yeah, this is my start. And I need to do some application things and some stuff. Also, you can see it here, I started this knitting project. It's for my sister's birthday, which is in a month. And I'm going to knit her, I want to knit her a vest, v-neck sweater vest thing, tank top as my mum calls it. So this is the start of the front panel. It's a bit scrunched up. This is the start. Ooh, my tension is really bad. Can you tell? Ooh, it's fine. I've not knitted a full project before, so it'll be interesting. So I have a month, hopefully, to finish it. It might be a bit late. I was originally going to make her one for Christmas. That did not happen. But yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. Oh, and I also have my book journal. I started this at the start of last year, and then I got bored of it and didn't touch it for 12 months. So yeah, that's my 100 books that I read last year. I did in fact hit my 100 books goal for last year. I hit it at 8 PM on New Year's Eve. But yeah, so we're doing I have another goal, read 100 books again this year. That's my goal. So I have here my 100 books. I've so far read 3, and then I also want to read within that 15 non-fiction books. That's another goal. I don't know, I've gotten into reading non-fiction this year, so I'd like to read some more. I have a couple. I have a book on the Celts that I haven't finished. I have a book on fashion that I'm reading. I have a book on the history of Ireland, a little book on the history of Ireland there, a book on Chinese history. So I want to read some more non-fiction books for fun. I'm also doing a genre bingo. It's a 4x4 bingo street because I'm lazy. But it's just got different genres. They're mostly from my top genres that I read last year. But yeah, and then I have my 100 books for this year that I'm reading as I'm tracking how I read them, so physical, digital, audio, manga, graphic novel. So far I've listened to 2 audiobooks and I've read 1 physical book. But I read a graphic novel, which was this. It's The Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries. It's volume 3, but I didn't realise that, but it is really fun. So I read it. It was very fun to read. And I've been re-listening to All for the Game on repeat because I'm a bit insane, but that's fine. And then I'm also tracking my comics. I was supposed to track 12 comics that I've read and just collections as I collect them. I've been reading the new Batgirl series, the third of which comes out in the UK today, or is available in the UK as of today. Just want to go pick that up. I might pick that up before I go see Nosferatu. But I read volume 2. It's what is it? Batgirl Sins of the Mother. I read volume 2 after I picked my niece up. Which I'm very excited about. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's very fun. But yeah, so reading more books. I have a actual pile of books right next to me. This is a book I'm still reading. Red Rising by Chris Brown, haven't finished that. Here's a book on the components of dress that I'm still reading. Here's a manga I want to read today. Here's another random manga that was in a drawer. And here's a book called The Spy Who Came from the Cold that I got for my birthday that I haven't read yet. Yeah, I need to do some work. Oh, talking of books, one thing I'd like to do this year is a book blanket, just because I think it would be fun. So it would be most likely a granny square blanket, and it would be 100 squares. I'd like to do it in the same style as the genre, the book tracker that I'm doing, like this, where the square is a different colour depending on if it's what type of book it is, if it's like an audiobook or something, but then also a different colour depending on like either the genre. I don't think I want to do genre because that's just too much, but maybe based on like what I rate it. So if it's like a 5-star audiobook, it might be a pink square with a green lining, that sort of thing. But I need to go and buy yarn for that. Yeah, because I don't want to make it out of acrylic. That's part of like my not like resolutions, but my aspirations, kind of like my goals for this year is to buy less, number one, but when it comes to like clothing and things like yarn, to buy less plastic stuff. So I want to, where possible, when buying new clothes, if I need to or have to, whatever, to buy natural fibres. I don't want to buy another acrylic t-shirt. I don't want to buy a nylon t-shirt, please. I have exceptions to this, my main exception being tights. Not wearing wool tights, I would rather die. But yeah, where possible, buying things that are cotton, bamboo, whatever. So that including yarn, because I don't like working with acrylic yarn, and I can't wear acrylic yarn because I overheat. So for example, this is the yarn that I'm using for my sister's vest. It's from Suster & Gren. I love Suster & Gren. They do really nice yarn. I have quite a bit of it, and I've made things with it before. They have really good cotton yarn, and it's not like stupidly expensive. But this is some sort of wool and viscose from bamboo. So it's quite nice. It's grey. This is my second skein. I had to pick up a second skein. So originally for this vest I was going to crochet it, and I started it, but I kind of hated it and I didn't know what I was doing, so I instead have decided to knit it. So I think it will look better, and I am using a tutorial. But yeah, my knitting skills are questionable, I won't lie. I have never done a full knitting project, but this will be fun, and I have a month to hopefully finish it. So yeah, speaking of in a month, I have my first professional tattoo appointment booked. So my first professional is booked for the 1st of February, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be in Brighton. It's by a lady called Laura. Her name is Orlaw Tattoos. I didn't realise until yesterday that it's at the studio of another tattoo artist that I really like, called Skakeria. Can you see that? Skakeria. I didn't realise that it's at her studio called Sweetlow Studio. So this is what I'm going to see. Orlaw Tattoo. Let's get with it. So I'm really excited because it's another artist that I really like. I would really like one of their tattoos, but they are a little bit out of my price range at the moment. I would love to get there. That's an exciting thing that I would like to do. I'm tired. I need to do like, oh, I dyed my hair. I haven't mentioned this yet. I dyed my hair. So it's, you can't really see it in this light. Let me get my phone torch out to show you this. So it's a purple on the top. And then a blue underneath. I really like it. Also, my hair's straightened at the moment. I need to wash my hair today though. I really like it. I still have like my black, let's see, my black streaks that's still kind of done on the top of as highlights. But yeah, it was a shade called Punk Purple. Don't know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. I wanted to go dark for it to be a darker purple, but I kind of like it. It's fun. And then blue underneath. But yeah, it's fun. Did that the other day. Had to bleach it. Back of my neck's a bit raw from bleach. Brad Mondo, don't kill me. I've been dyeing my own hair for 7 years now? Yeah. Do you guys want to hear my hair journey? So, I started dyeing my hair when I started semi-permanent colour when I was 10 and permanent bleach when I was 11. So the first time I dyed my hair, I did a semi-permanent red dip dye on the ends of my hair when I was 10. So this would have been in 2016, 2017. It would have been like early 2017. And then later, like 2017, 2018, I bleached. I did a really, really bad bleach balayage. It looked so bad. It was choppy balayage on the ends of my hair when I was 11 that my mum dyed for me. I've never had my hair professionally dyed. I've only ever dyed it myself, which is probably not the healthiest, but oh well. And then I dyed that green at one point, and then I cut it, and then I had ends that were blonde, and then I cut a fringe, and then I got an undercut, like all the way around, like undercut, which was really fun. I think that was a really fun thing for me to do as a kid. I was like 12, and an undercut was great. And then I bleached my entire head, and it was very yellow and a bit questionably dyed. And then in the summer, when I was 12, I then dyed it blue, and I had blue hair for the summer, and then I went back to school, and obviously blue hair dye just doesn't ever come out, so my hair was like green. So I tried to dye it like a dark auburn red, because I thought that would be, allowed in my school rules. It came out like low-key kind of light pink. It was a weird colour. My school was pissed at me. Weird story. So my head of year at this time in year 8 was my tech teacher, and she pulled me to the side in a tech lesson and was like, she made me read the hair code in this pair and said, your hair is unacceptable colour, and I said, I tried to dye it red because, and she's like, you're not allowed to have red hair, and I was like, you just made me read the hair code out of my planner where it said red hair is acceptable. I didn't like her. This is a period of time where they really clamped down on hair colour in my school for some reason, and they used to make people wear headscarves if they had coloured hair. It's a whole weird thing. Obviously being like 12, me and a lot of my friends just had hair mishaps, so we tried to dye our hair colours and it just didn't work properly. I had a friend who tried to dye part of her hair black and it went green. So it was a period of time. And then we were in a global lockdown. So actually I dyed my hair black and I had like front blonde pieces before it was cool. Thank you very much. This was still 2019, so it was before it became popular in lockdown. And so I had like I've never dyed my hair black. I've only dyed it like dark brown, which I think works better because it then doesn't fade and go blue or green. It just stays like dark brown. So the black in my hair is not black, it's dark brown. It also means that I don't have to deal with my roots because my roots are dark brown anyway, so you can't really tell. So then I dyed my hair dark brown and I had 2 front blonde bits. And then I split dyed my hair, so I had blonde on one half and brown on the other, and I had really short hair that I was cutting myself. As much as I didn't, my mum was like, no, you can't cut your hair yourself. I cut my hair myself. So the last time I had a professional haircut was September 2019, where I tried to get them to give me the like cut and bowl cut that was really popular at the time. It didn't work. I looked stupid. They did not know the vibes. It was a classic case of them feminizing a haircut. I showed them a info picture that was a man, and they gave me a femme haircut that was not what I wanted. So then I started cutting my own hair with like kitchen scissors, like craft scissors. Yeah, then I had split dye hair. I remember getting just after I'd split dyed my hair, I remember getting a flight to Spain. Went on holiday for a week, just before lockdown, low-key. And I remember getting like side eyes from old ladies on the plane, or like middle-aged mums on the plane, like side-eyeing me because I'm like, you know, like 13, looking a bit genderly ambiguous with split dye hair. I was getting side-eyed by like middle-aged mums, which was interesting. And then we were in lockdown, and I dyed half of my hair green for fun because I was like, fuck it, if I'm not having to go to school for a couple of weeks, I'll dye my hair. And then global pandemic, I didn't leave the house for 6 months. Then I bleached my entire head, and it was kind of orange, but I did really like that hair. It was kind of a mullet, when mullets were cool. Every time I change my hairstyle, it then becomes cool. So I had a bit of like a blondish mullet, which was really fun. But then my mother finally told me I was allowed to shave my head. And I did. I first shaved my head in early summer 2020, which was really fun. I think if you've never shaved your head and you're thinking about it, do it, because it is a really, really fun experience, and it's just like fun. It just is fun. Oh, looky, I somehow got loads of chocolate on my hoodie. But yeah, so then I had a shaved head, and then I dyed it orange when I went back to school, because my school then relaxed their hair policy and just said you could have any hair colour because they didn't care enough anymore. So I then had orange, like really, really short orange, bright orange hair. Someone once told me I looked like a basketball. That was mean. I enjoyed having a shaved head. It was really fun. So it was orange, and then I dyed it pink, and then I dyed it green. When it was green, I also shaved the sides. It was really fun. And then I grew it out. It was blonde for a bit. I had really short blonde hair with like orange on the sides, which was really fun. And then I dyed it bright red, and I didn't really like it because I went too dark red. And then I henna dyed it, and I kept that for literally 2 months. And then I bleached over the henna. My bad. I probably shouldn't have done that. That could have gone really, really badly, but yeah. And then I had like purple and blue hair that I had for like a solid 9 months. I really enjoyed that. I think that looked really good, and I really liked it. And I kept growing it out, and then it was like here, and then I dyed it red with like blue in the front, which I liked. And then I had that for a little bit. And then I tried to do the split dye that I had before, where it's like blonde underneath, dark on the top with the front bits, which is kind of what I've had since, like some variation of that. So the first time I tried to dye it with this really cheap hair dye, and the way this hair dye was meant to work is it was a blue toned dye that you're meant to put over black hair to make it look blue toned, but I just put it on my bleached hair and it just went blue, so I had like a blue and blonde moment, which I did like. It was cool. But then I dyed my hair black and it was beautiful. So I had black on the top, blonde front bits and blonde underneath, with raccoon tails that no one could see because they were like underneath my hair. And I had that for like quite a while. I tried to dye it pink at one point and it didn't work very well, and it went like, I actually tried to dye it red and it went pink, and then it went like coral, That's my least favourite thing with pink hair, is when it fades and it goes that like corally orange colour. I hate that so much. I have experience with that because I've dyed my hair pink so many times. So then I had kind of between blonde and pink hair for like a year, and then New Year last year I dyed my hair pink. So I had the brown with the pink on the top, and I really, really loved that. Then that was the dye I had for a while, and then I kind of did my jellyfish cut that I did a couple times. Then I had like the extreme jellyfish where it was like here and here, which it was okay. I just think it needed a lot more styling than I was bothered with most days, and yeah. And then I cut my hair short and kept it pink for a bit, and then yeah, well now we're here, so I bleached my hair. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a couple days in, I'm enjoying it. But yeah, it's fun. I like dyeing my hair, it's really fun. Yeah, no one else has touched my hair in 5 years. So yeah, that's really fun. I'm so tired. I don't want to go out to school. But yeah, what else have I been up to? Not very much, honestly. I'm gonna go see some more family this weekend because I have people that I have to go and see. I went to a family wedding recently. That was really fun. Because yeah, that was just really fun. To see everyone in my family was nice. And then I had to go to work the next day, which was a moment. Speaking of work, I don't know what's going on with my work because they've given me one shift all month. So I had a shift yesterday, and then I just haven't been scheduled for any more shifts for the entire month. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, do you want me to leave? Like, I will leave, I'll go do something else, but yeah. And the manager I had was his last day yesterday, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm staying here, but we will see. Also, just it is a pain for me to get to this job because it's like, it takes like 45 minutes to an hour to get there and to get back. So I'm reliant on public transport, and it's just a bit of a pain because it's a 6-hour shift on a Sunday, and then it takes me, an hour and a half to 2 hours in travel on the day. So then it like writes off my entire day, and it's a bit annoying. And I feel like it would be better if I could work weekdays, but because of how far it is and the hours I am at school, it's just not really possible for me to work weekdays, because like the earliest I could do is I could possibly make a 12 shift every other week, which is, yeah, I don't know, a bit weird. But yeah, I've been looking at trying some other stuff. I was looking at some volunteer positions, things that will just to get some more experience doing things. So I was looking at either volunteering in like a charity shop or in a museum of some description. I found a volunteer shop at the Museum of the Home, doing some stuff in their archive, like volunteering in their archive, which I would really like to do because that would be really fun and it would be a really good experience. So I want to go and apply for that at some point. I also need to update my CV because I haven't for the last 2 jobs that I've had. Also, my other job offered to pay me more because I pointed out to her that she was not paying me minimum wage. So I was like, hey, can you pay me minimum wage? Also, would you like to pay for my DBS check because I'm working with kids and I don't have a DBS check? She's like, oh, I'll pay you minimum wage, but I won't pay for I'll help you get a DBS check, but I won't pay for it because you technically don't need one for the work you're doing. I'm like, I wanted you to pay for it because I don't have £60. The amount you're paying me, £60, is my entire paycheck. That's a month's work. like at the rate you were paying me before, that would be 3 weeks of work for a DBS check. And technically I could write it off on taxes because she's got me self-employed. It's a whole thing. This job is a bit dodge. But it's alright because I'm just trying to view it as more like giving back to my community than economic. But still, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I'm also just really tired. I have a GP appointment in a couple weeks. Not GP appointment, a doctor's appointment with my physio. Really fun, because she said she was going to do all of these things before I saw her next. I saw her last in October. She didn't do any of them. So yeah, and I'm hoping that she will get me this melatonin prescription so that I can sleep, because I can't sleep properly, and I would like some help, please. I have tried everything. I don't sleep properly. Please. She told me she was gonna get someone to write me a melatonin prescription 2 months ago. Almost 2 months ago. No, 2 months ago. 2.5 months ago. And almost 3 months ago, and that never happened. She also told me that she was gonna write fill in my referral form so that I could get a free gym subscription. That didn't happen. I was hoping to get that in November so that I wouldn't be starting in January, which was going to be really, really busy. That didn't happen. So I have an appointment with her at the end of the month. I'm just hoping that she will actually do everything I'm asking her to do, please. But we will see. We will see. But yeah, I'm just tired all of the time. It's really fun. But yeah, what else is going on in my life? Not much, low-key. What else am I doing? Very, very little. I'm just tired. I told myself last week that I was like gonna go to a cafe and go do all of my schoolwork. It didn't happen. Just straight up did not happen. So I need to finish some schoolwork today. To write this 20 marker, do some biology stuff and some revision, and then I have to set my mocks. Then I have like 2 applications I need to fill in, a CV I need to update, a thing to knit, some books to read, an audiobook to finish. Like, I'm busy. But yeah, hopefully it will calm down in February. I'm hoping that everything's going to calm down a bit more in February, which will be nice, because I don't think I have really anything booked for February, and I have half term, which will be so nice. As much as I would like to go away in half term, don't think that will be happening. I need to save money. I need to not spend any money this month, is what I'm thinking, is because I spent so much money in December, like buying Christmas presents and going out, and I'm like, I have no money now at the moment, so I'm waiting to get paid. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to get paid from this job that I don't know what's going on with. And then, yeah, which will be nice for, yeah, it will all be over. Yeah, when it calms down, post mocks, it should calm down. But yeah, stressful times. What else am I looking at? Festival volunteer slots with Oxfam are meant to open soonish, so I'm looking at possibly getting a volunteer slot at Download Festival, which I'd like to do. But we'll see. I will have to pay for a ticket though. So the way it works with the Oxfam volunteer slots is you have to pay for a ticket through them, and then you work the volunteer slot, and then a week or 2 after, providing you've done all of the hours needed, they will then pay you back for the ticket price. So the ticket is £350. more money than I have even in my savings. So I'm gonna wait a bit, possibly see if someone will spot me some money, so like if my mum will give me the money up front and then I will pay her back for it or something, to get a ticket and then do the volunteer start and then get the money back, hopefully. Also, just found out that the campsite I go to every year and I've been going to for 10 years aren't doing regular camping this year, because they're like, oh, we need to like not do this, because they got really big over the last couple of years post COVID, and they're like, okay, so we're only doing the luxury bell tents this year because like they just need to like calm it for a year. So yeah, I was also thinking of applying to work there in the summer, because I think they might only, so they only opened for 4 months in the summer, and then they switched to opening for 6 weeks, 4 months, 4 weeks in the summer, and they started opening for 6 weeks. Because yeah, so I think if they're opening for less time, I might be able to work the entire time. So I'm gonna see. I don't know if they have jobs. The issue is that they're like mid-July and I don't finish till like the 27th or something of July. So we need to, basically you have to call someone for an initial chat, and then they'll like talk to you, and then you have to do like in-person interviews and things. So you're welcome to stay camp on site for no costs. You can have a tent and you can get some free food and bonuses and stuff. So I might call them in a couple of weeks and just be like, hey, do you need me a job for the summer so that I can like work? And if they're calming it down this year, then it might be easier. It'll be a lot like, easier, cleaning tents. But if they're calming it down, they might not have all of the amenities. So they're saying that someone is saying that they might not have at the bar this year. It's like, so I can't get my bar experience. But this is why I need to update my CV, because I now have like food running experience, and I got a lot of like, I was working on the tills yesterday at work, so I have like till experience I can put on my CV to help me out there. My throat is starting to hurt. But yeah, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I'm broke. Yeah. This is my life at the moment. But yeah, I am hopeful for the future for 2025. It's going to be a good year. If I say that, it will happen. So yeah, I'm hoping it will be a good year for me financially, knock on wood, so that I can not be broke for the rest of the year. And also because, so this school year finishes in July, and then starting in September it will be my last year of school, like formal school. So I will be, hopefully, fingers crossed, applying to universities in October. Bit scary, I know. But then I would like to take a gap year, and to take a gap year I need some money. So I'd like to take a gap year for a year so that I'd like to travel, do some new things, and also work so that I will not be broke during uni. So I'm trying to start saving now for this gap year, because there are like places I'd like to go. Me and my mum have had a plan of going to Japan with one of my mum's friends, which will be in 2 years. So it'll be in 2026, 2027. So it's not for a while, but it is like, that is something I would like to plan for early so that I can have as much money as possible. So yeah, I'd really like to go to China, and I need some money for flights and things. Speaking of other things I'd like to apply for, thinking of next summer, not 2025, 2026, I would really like to do one of those Camp America stays where you go and work as a camp counselor in America. Currently, so with this, and also I would like to apply for a American summer school program. It's like a free British one. And I think my main reservation at the moment is just sitting and waiting to see how the American socio-economic political climate looks within the next couple of months, with up post-election, with the inauguration, that's the right word, that's happening in like a couple weeks, just seeing how everything goes, to kind of determine how safe I would feel spending time in America. So I would love to visit America. There are loads of places in the States that I would love to see, but it's mostly a question of how safe would I feel travelling and staying in the States. So yeah, that's like one of my fears for the year, is global political climates, as always, is a fear. Even in the UK, don't really know what's going on with the government at the moment. Everything's a bit of a mess. But yeah. Waiting to see what happens. In terms of a gap year, I have EU citizenship, which is wonderful because I have Irish citizenship. So I have an Irish passport, and so I can travel and live and work in the EU for like up to 6 months, which I think is an option for me for a gap year, to go to another country and work and live for a bit and just try something new, which would be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna see how my life goes. Yeah, I have things that I would like to do in the future. It's a question of like, yeah, just seeing how things go, saving money, just sad. Because I really wanted to buy myself a tablet over the last like 2 months, so I've been planning to, I was like, I want to buy a tablet. Then it came post-Christmas and I'm like, I actually have no money anymore. And people said they would swap me money, and then no one ever gave me money at Christmas, so now I have no money. I want to get this tablet, but yeah, I'm waiting a bit. But yeah, so that's how my life is going at the moment. So yeah, I'm tired, I am busy. So yeah, we are almost hitting an hour, so I am gonna leave this episode here because my throat is starting to hurt. Also, I have things to do. I possibly could have spent this hour writing my essay that I haven't written yet. Should do that. But yeah, so bye. I will see you in the next episode, and bye.